Teachers are the bedrock of any progressive society. You shape the minds that shape the future. You prepare every other profession. For far too long, we have not treated teaching with the professional regard it deserves. We have celebrated teachers in words, but not always supported them with the institutional structures that allow them to grow, thrive, and lead. That is why the government is pursuing the Jamaica Teaching Council legislation. And let me state this plainly, this is not an attempt to control teachers. It is a national effort to uplift, upgrade, and to use the term professionalize teaching in Jamaica. Now, we are not proposing anything that is out of the ordinary. And the truth is, I've heard this argument that this is going to cause a lot of teachers to leave the jurisdiction. And I did some research, and I found out that most, if not all, the jurisdictions that our teachers would end up in have some form and even stronger regulations for professional requirements for teachers. We have been at this now going, over 20 years. And like many other things, it has fallen to me and my administration, for your government now, to try and bring them to fruition. Now, the Jamaica Teaching Council Bill seeks to establish a regulatory body that will uphold the highest standards in teacher education, licensure, and professional development. It will provide a framework for continuous training, peer review, and support, while also ensuring that our children are taught by individuals who meet clear, transparent, and high-quality benchmarks. I listen keenly to the conversation and the concerns, and in our democracy, the government must always listen. So we listen. And I don't like to use the word compromise because it just sends the signal of watering down. But I think we can continue the dialogue and seek deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's concerns. Just as the laws govern how doctors, lawyers, engineers, and accountants are certified, regulated, and held accountable, so too should it be for the teaching profession. We cannot continue to treat teaching as less than a profession. And this is not a new idea. As I said before, the 2004 Task Force on Education Reform, chaired by Dr. Ray Davis, explicitly called for the professionalization of teaching and the establishment of a teaching council. More recently, the Education Transformation Commission, chaired by Professor Orlando Patterson, reaffirmed this need, arguing that Jamaica's education system cannot reach world-class status without world-class professional standards for teachers. These are the findings of our own scholars. These are the recommendations of our own expert panels. What we are doing now is not radical. It is overdue. I understand that change can be uncomfortable. But I want to assure every teacher, every aspiring educator, every stakeholder in the education sector that this is a process based on partnership, not punishment. It is about building trust and creating systems that empower educators to do their best work and to be recognized and rewarded for it. Let me assure everyone that the government I lead is a listening government, and to the extent that these are concerns, there are concerns about aspects of the bill, we are willing to listen and engage in meaningful dialogue to resolve these concerns.